Well, that wind took my fence, took the fence out. You can see by the shape of the posts, it ended up right now more. Put a batten across there just to hold the fence panels up for now, until the weather, well, it will be until the weather. You can still see the screws. Screws have just ripped out. Knocked my planters off. They were on that wall. I blew them off. And I thought my gates were going to go and I was going to chase them around the estate. But I got that piece of 3x2 and I screwed it across the two gates together. Screwed the gate shut and it stayed here. But it also took my solar panel from there and it put it down here. As luck has it, I got this tip run to do. It slid down, slid off the edge of there and dropped onto the floor slowly. I heard it go in, so I was able to do it. But right, well, I've come out to the van. I don't say it's the first time since September when I came back, but yeah, I've been down a couple of times. But I've just cleaned it all out. I've emptied it, ready to sell it on. I mean, all the cupboards are now nice and clean. They're all, and the wardrobe, that's all nice and clean. I like the idea that the lights turn off when you shut the doors. The shower room, let's turn the light on. Oh, I've got to turn the pump on to do that. Right, that's all in there now. That's all cleaned and tidied. Got one LED flickering away there. That's annoying. Yeah, so that's all cleaned up, ready to go. I'll leave the light on. Yeah. Doesn't do that when I got the towel on it. Shower curtain's been through the washing machine. Because I'll be honest with you, I do leave the door open when I'm showering. I've had 2 showers in 5 years. Don't say I'm a dirty git. But I've used the shower to stand up shower twice in the 5 years I've had her. And you know, if it's got wet, it does drip dry into the tray. It all runs out through the plug hole. So yeah, but I do leave the door open and I shut the shower curtain because it doesn't come over that lip. I mean, there's a 6-inch lip there. You got to step in. Yeah. Best thing you can ever do is to put door bottom draft excluders down the edge of there. If you get the aluminium one, I mean, it's matching the van, right? But it closes that gap off absolutely perfect, right, all the way down, and then that is the width of the door of a standard door. And then I run out, so I add some plastic ones here, and it ain't the same. It's rubbish. Don't use the plastic one. That's the other one. Get a minibus handle from Transit Part UK. Yeah, .co.uk, transit parts, and at least you can open the door from the inside without sticking your finger in the hole. That cigarette lighter's up there for when I do motorsports, because I've got a beacon, and I plug the beacon into there, drop the wire through the door, beacon into there. I have got strobe lights on the back. I haven't got strobes on the front. I've cleaned all that out. There's the draft excluder to go around that if it does get too cold. To go around inside there. Yeah, that's the awning winder. Yeah, so all these are nicely cleaned out now. Yeah, I must make a cover for that, because you could touch the insulation. That's there for the bolts for the awning, the side awning. I got the light on in that one. Well, the light does them all. so I can see in them. If I turn him off again, you can see it lights it up in there. I'm going to put that wire away yet. That's for the one reversing camera. Well, it's the rear view mirror camera. Cleaned all that up. Cleaned the fridge out. I got 3 12-volt supplies there, because that one I got a 12-volt to 9-volt buck converter, which I use to charge my Walki Talki. These two, one is for the TV, and the other one I can charge my power hookup off. Look at the dust on there. Cigarette lighter, mains. Yeah, the aerial leads there, because normally I have the TV up there, but I put the TV in my office. Batteries are charging 14.1. Yeah, 14.2 on that one. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Let's try and get the light off it. 14.3 on that one. 2.3. And 14.1.2 on there. 0.18. So it's nearly 2, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, everything works. That's great for when you sat there on the laptop. It's a light behind you, or if you sat there reading at night time. I've had all the carpets out, cleaned them all, done it all. I did spill a little bit of milk there. You can still see the carpets wet. I've cleaned that up. Well, I don't think it was milk. I think it was wine. Yeah, the carbon monoxide and the smoke. Oh, it's carbon monoxide, that's the smoke. Yeah. So that's all done and dusted. My bin normally goes behind there. That switch is on landline. What's that say? Yeah, landline 240. And that's on board 240, because in this seat down there is a pure sine wave inverter, and my batteries are in there. I use this cigarette lighter there because he goes direct off the fuse box, heavy cables to run my laptop, because of course mine's a 9-volt one, so I got a 19-volt one, so I got 12 to 19 inverter. That's the master throw off. That turns the inverter on. Once you're turned over to there, you can, you don't have to leave the inverter on. You can turn him off there. That one turns the USB socket on. So of course, all the sockets in here, all the 240 sockets now are running off this. They're going through the RCD. It's silly really, because it's going from the input down to here, to the switch, and back to the RCD breaker. So the RCD breaker is then running everything else. So there's a double there USB. There's a double at the back, right at the back, and then there's a double here on the end of the cupboard. I put it there as though when you got the awning up, you got power into the awning, but also of course there's the little hatch in the side of the van with a single port 240-volt socket in it. These have only got half an inch of insulation in on these two pockets. There's foam, and then I've put bubble wrap on the top of it. You can see how spongy it is. That's purely so I can use, it's lost space. If I would have built it, instead of just putting it together bit by bit, if I could have built it all in one go, I would have incorporated all those with, an inch of insulation, or 2 inches of insulation, and incorporated it into all the top boxes, because, I've boarded them out. Let's turn the light on, cabin light. I boarded them all out. So, there's another, 4 or 5 inches of space behind there. That's the downlighter for here. Yeah, all the blinds work. Fly blind, insulated blind. I got 2 magnets when I drop that down, right the way down. As you can see, there is a gap down the edges. So those washers have been screwed to the side of the van. So I got 2 magnets to sit over it, and then that makes it light tight. Light tight. Is that a word? Yeah. So that's all done. That one comes on with the ignition because I use that one for my sat nav. So he automatically turns off. As the cables run up through there and across underneath the thing. In the front, swivel seats, captain seats, walnut dash. It's got all the toys on this. It's got the cruise control, aircon. It's got a 6-disc multi-play CD player in there. It's got auto lights, auto wipers. So if it's turned on to the auto part of the switch, then if it senses it's raining, it'll automatically turn the wipers on. Yeah, all in all, 6-speed, of course. And it's also got the what they call the motorway diff on it, traction control on the dashboard there. It's also got what they call the motorway diff. Normally a transit back diff is a 5 to 1 ratio. This one has got a 3.9 in it. So when I'm doing 70 mile an hour and I put it into 6th gear, it drops down to about 1500 revs. Virtually tick over. Nearly tick over. But I'm just about to get the Hoover and clean out in there. I have cleaned it out. It's just that where's the cupboard light? There it is. It's just that I put the car ramps in here to the what you call it, ramps. There's the side window blinds, so it's a little bit more insulated. Yeah. There you go. That one. And there's the list of the fuses, because there's 2 fuse boxes. There's one there inside that box, and then I've got all the cushions on this one at the moment. The other fuse box is in that seat. It's also wired through. I've got 2 batteries in there, right? But it's also wired through that if you want extra power, you can put at least another 2 batteries in that seat under the bed. You know, I've had everything up because I've been hoovering. So yeah, that's it. Of course, the table's there at the moment, but the this seat spins round, right, and the table that normally clips into there, it then clips into there in front of the seat, right, and there's 2 little legs that fold down from underneath it, and they come across to here, and it's the right height, and that's your 6'6" bed across there, because these are only 5'10", I think, 5'10" across. So because I dropped that down into my double, and it is only 5'10" across there. But there again, I'm only 4'6", or I usually say 4 foot bugger all. Yeah. What else was there? That's it. That's all of it. Of course, the night heater's in there. Oh, I knocked that off when I was hoovering. For some reason, that one ain't very tight in there. That's the extractor for take any heat out of that seat for the inverter. That's where the diesel heater takes its air in, because some people put them outside. Well, the trouble is, if you do that, it'll suck any fumes. If the diesel heater is got any fumes underneath the van, it'll suck it in. And my motto is, you're sucking it in there, you're already taking in warm air, so it hasn't got to work so hard. You know, all it's doing is recycling the air and just getting it warmer and warmer, and it'll shut off sooner. So there, that's yeah, it's got the normal rear view mirror camera. My dash cam will come out like. It's got the 2 cameras on it. It's got one that is always rear view mirror, and then when you select reverse, it drops down as though you can see the tow bar and the bumper directly behind you, so you know how close you're getting. And yes, the radio does connect to your mobile phone. It's got all fingertip controls on the steering wheel. It's there's your cruise control on and off, set and resume. It's got the speaker and the voice, because it does recognise my voice. I'm quite surprised over that. Heated front windscreen, the cruise control set and resume. What else has it got? All the fuel computers and everything are on board. I put in these. That's a twin USB port, and there's a 12 volt supply in that one. So both those are filled up, because you've otherwise in a transit you've only got that one. Some transits, this is the Mark 7, the Mark 6s, some of them have added it right on the edge of that glove box. Just underneath the dashboard is the auxiliary one on a transit, on a Mark 6 transit, sometimes. Yeah, it's electric mirrors. Chrome mirrors and door handles. That's your main lights inside. That's this DC outlet, which when I've got the awning up I use it for lighting. That's the outside lights. I got the LEDs all along the gutters and on the awning. That's the kitchen light. If I turn him on, because when I'm stood here with that light on, when I stand in front of the sink, I just cast a shadow. It's behind me, so when I turn that one on, it lights up in front of me so I can see to cook and do that rare thing like wash up. That's a spare switch. That's the outside lights. That's the DC socket. Yep, I put a buffer there to stop you banging your head as you get in and out, because that's the only thing that I can say. The only thing I do like about the Sprinter is their doors go right up to the roof, but then when they go right up to the roof, you can't put an awning on the side. It's got to go up on the roof. Well, fire blanket, kitchen towels, downlighter lights. That's the gas hot water. That's the gas one, and then the 240 electric one is there for when you're on hookup, which was on. So he's off now. Yeah, that's all I can say. There's outlets up there for charging. As I say, there's outlets there for charging. I haven't got none this end, and I normally have my head down this end. I have my head this end because when I'm in bed, because the telly's normally there. Well, you can see the 2 screws that holds the bracket. Right, that's it. It's like a bloody oven in here, because I've had that diesel heater going all morning whilst I cleaned up. And walking in and out now, I've still got it on the floor, traipsing it in and out. I expect that's all for this year. I am out on the 31st of December. I'm going out. First time since I was a teenager that I've had New Year's away from home. And I'm going away for New Year's. And it's in this van, and I will be camping. So, and I found my upcut jigsaw blade. I haven't cleaned the sink out yet. Fixed all that though. It now runs away. Yeah, adjustable seat belts up and down. Normally have it on the highest, or I always do on my side. There's the diesel heater. Yep, that's it. I'll leave that turned on because whilst I'm putting everything away, I'll tell you what I will do. Hang on, I'll move all this off the seat. I'll put it back all tidy. Right, I got the cushions off the back seat. Right. There's I got the Sterling mains charger. That's the 20 amp one when you're on landline. You know, you're on there for quite some time, so you know, 20 amp was enough. There's a double socket under here. I just put it under there just in case. That socket there, when you're plugged into the mains outside, it goes through the RCD, right? But that is not, because that one is the mains is that charger, right? Well, you can't charge the batteries up off the same battery as you're charging off. So when I'm running the inverter, that one isn't live. It's only live when you're plugged into the mains, and that's taken off that back of that that multi-switch. There's the other fuse box under there. So yeah, it's the RCD. Yeah. So you know, it's all empty. I haven't hoovered up in there yet. Let's put the seat back down. Bang. Because I can't bend at the moment. Slide that across. And then I'll put that on. Yep. I'll just lift that one off. And I can lift that one up by sitting down. If I can get my fingers in the hole. Yeah, there's the lead. Yeah, I haven't hoovered that one out yet. And there's a battery there. AA battery, so I can pick him up, because when I'm driving along I can hear him. There's the board that slides across between the seats. Yeah. Grill. There's a grill on it, a decent grill as well. I tell you what, it does do toast, cheese on toast lovely. It's the it does do cheese on toast lovely. And I'm quite honest, I've had the oven on once or twice since I've had it, and that was only just to keep pies warm whilst I cook the rest of it. Yeah, all these are doggy bickies. They're all empty. This cupboard has got a catch on. There's small shelves there because there is a light in there, right? Because you can get to turn the gas on and off through there. Safe opening the door, and then there's a small. I usually keep my cleaners and everything down there. And I keep my tin food in here. I better turn that light off, otherwise I'll have a flat battery. So all in all, she's as good as clean and ready to go. I don't know whether to leave the stickers on or take them off. If I take them off, am I going to start peeling stuff? There is a voltmeter up there. That's the van battery, I think. Yeah, that's the van 12.9, and that's, oh, of course, because it's charging. It's charging through the split charger. So that's the advantage of having as a voltage sensitive split as well, because it'll, like, I got the mains charger on now. Once the leisure batteries come up to the level, it automatically clicks it over and charges the van batteries. So you shouldn't ever suffer with a van battery when you're on mains, because it does charge up. That's it. I always keep one of those in here just in case. Oh, there's another USB socket up there, because I usually put my phone up there to charge. So let's put my steps back over there. I've already got them there because I'm moving up. You know, there's kids playing around here and they come in here like a bat out of hell. Right, thanks ladies and gents. See you next year.